Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. Now, Bills fans, get ready because the NFL rumor mill is heating up with some serious whispers that could shake up the AFC landscape. And all signs point to a blockbuster trade that could redefine Buffalo's defense and their entire championship outlook. Word is circulating that the Bills are in serious talks to bring in Tennessee Titans star defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons. And this isn't just idle chatter. Sources close to the situation say the deal is nearly done, with a first-round pick in 2026 and a second-round pick in 2027 on the table. Of course, nothing is official yet, but the buzz is loud, and the potential impact on the Bills, defense, and the division as a whole is huge. Jeffrey Simmons, at 28 years old, is a force of nature on the defensive line. He's a disruptive interior lineman who's been the anchor of the Titans' front for years. His ability to collapse the pocket, stuff the run, and generate pressure from the inside makes him one of the most valuable defensive players in the league right now. And with the Titans embarking on a deep rebuild after a disappointing 4-13 season in 2025, they're clearly looking to move assets and reset, especially with a cap space of around $40 million. The team's focus now appears to be on developing their young quarterback, Will Levis, who's had a rough start due to injuries. Shoulder issues that have kept him out for 4 games so far, including Week 8. The Titans are prioritizing youth, especially on offense, but that also means they're willing to part with some of their veteran stars to get younger and rebuild the roster the right way. From the Bills' perspective, adding Simmons would be a game changer. His stats are nothing short of impressive. Over his career, he's played 80 games, racking up 28. 5 sacks, 248 solo tackles, 7 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, 18 passes defensed, 52 tackles for loss, and 78 QB hits. In 2025 alone, he played 17 games, recorded 5 sacks, 58 solo tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, 6 passes defensed, 15 tackles for loss, and 25 QB hits. His PFF run defense grade in 2025 was a stellar 89. 2, ranking him among the top defensive tackles in the league, and his overall grade sat at an impressive 90. 5, he's a nightmare for offenses, with a pressure rate of 42, 18 hurries, and a 21% win rate against double teams, which is critical because it frees up others to make plays. Simmons is known for his ability to win against double teams and create chaos in the backfield, which is exactly what the Bills need to elevate their defense to the next level. In terms of his impact, Simmons would bolster a Bills' defensive front that's been solid but inconsistent against the run. Currently, Buffalo's run defense is giving up around 120 yards per game, which is a bit too much if they want to contend deep into the playoffs. Simmons has a track record of significantly improving run-stopping efficiency, projecting a reduction of about 100 yards allowed per game, thanks to his ability to shed blocks and make tackles in the backfield. His presence would also increase interior pressure, which is crucial in today's NFL where quarterback pressure often dictates game outcomes. Compared to the Bills' current interior lineman Ed Oliver, Simmons would add about 1.7 more pressures per snap, elevating their EPA, expected points added, against the run by around 19%. That's a massive boost to a defense that's already capable, but needs that extra push to become elite against the run and in third-down situations. Looking back at Simmons' career, he's proven to be a difference-maker with 5 sacks in 2022 and a reputation for minimizing big runs, reducing yards after contact allowed by 10% compared to league averages. His style fits perfectly in a scheme that relies on aggressive one-gap penetration and blitzing schemes, like the one Sean McDermott employs. His ability to generate pressure from the inside allows for more blitzes and enhances third-down efficiency, which has been a staple of the Bills' defense. Statistically, his influence can be seen in next-gen stats, where his presence projects an increase of 2-5 wins for the Bills, with a 16% reduction in yards per attempt allowed on the ground dropping from 4.4 to 3.7 yards. That's the kind of impact that can turn a good defense into a great one, especially in the postseason, where every yard and every stop counts. And let's not forget about the potential playoff impact. Simmons' ability to disrupt run games and pressure quarterbacks makes him an ideal X-factor in high-stakes games. His track record of 5 sacks in 2022, along with his knack for minimizing big plays, adds a layer of stability and explosiveness that the Bills desperately need. In a playoff scenario, Simmons' presence could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit, especially against balanced offenses like the Ravens, where his run-stopping prowess would be invaluable. His dominance on the interior would elevate the entire front seven, which is already talented, but could use that extra edge to contain the league's top rushing attacks and pocket-preserving quarterbacks. Now, what about the financial side? The Titans are carrying around a $30 million cap hit for Simmons, and they're clearly looking for assets that can help them rebuild. They've already shown they're willing to part with high-value players, similar to how the Kansas City Chiefs moved on from Chris Jones in 2024, freeing up $28 million in cap space. The Bills would need to work out a deal that makes sense, probably including a hefty first-rounder and a second-round pick, which they have in their arsenal. This trade could be a win-win. The Titans get the draft capital they need to rebuild their roster, especially on offensive line and wide receiver, and the Bills land a game-changing interior disruptor who can elevate their defense immediately. In terms of division dynamics, this move could send shockwaves through the AFC East. The Bills are already a playoff-caliber team, but with Simmons anchoring their line, their run defense and overall front would improve dramatically. They'd be better equipped to handle the likes of the Dolphins, fast-paced offense, or the Jets' physical running game. And if they can contain these high-powered offenses, that increases their chances of securing a top seed in the AFC, which is crucial for playoff success. The Bengals, Chiefs, and Ravens are all formidable opponents, but with Simmons on the line, the Bills could match up better against these offensive juggernauts. His presence would also allow the Bills to be more aggressive with their blitz packages and provide more opportunities for their secondary to make plays. This kind of upgrade is exactly what the Bills need to push for their third Super Bowl appearance, especially considering their recent playoff runs that have fallen short due to inconsistencies on defense. Simmons' addition could be the missing piece in a puzzle that has been close but not yet complete. Looking ahead, fans should keep an eye on the upcoming days as this deal develops. If it goes through, it'll be one of the most significant trades in recent Bills history, and a clear statement that Buffalo is all in on contending now. Simmons' impact could be felt instantly, raising the team's defensive ceiling and giving the Bills a new level of confidence heading into the second half of the season and the playoffs. The AFC is stacked, but with this kind of addition, Buffalo would be making a bold statement that they're not just here to participate, they're here to dominate. Deep dive into the Buffalo Bills. Context and future expectations. The Buffalo Bills, founded in 1960, have a rich history of perseverance, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Their journey to NFL prominence has been marked by a mix of memorable playoff runs, heartbreaking moments, and the emergence of a passionate fan base known worldwide as Bills Mafia. Over the years, the franchise has been defined by legendary players like Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, and more recently, stars like Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Micah Hyde. The team's recent history, especially under head coach Sean McDermott, has been characterized by a strong defensive identity and a potent offense led by Allen, one of the league's most dynamic quarterbacks. The Bills' defense, historically a strength, has seen fluctuations over the past few seasons. In 2022 and 2023, the team's defense was ranked among the top in the league in several categories, especially in points allowed and third down efficiency. Their pass rush, powered by Ed Oliver, Von Miller before his injury, and Gregory Rousseau, was formidable but inconsistent at times, especially in run defense against power-running teams. The addition of Simmons would be a natural evolution, addressing those inconsistencies and creating a more dominant front. Statistically, the Bills' defense in 2023 allowed an average of 21.4 points per game, which is decent but leaves room for improvement, especially against high-octane offenses like Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. Their run defense ranked 15th, allowing around 120 yards per game, which is sufficient but not elite. The addition of Simmons, given his proven track record, especially in run defense and interior pressure, could push the Bills into the upper echelon of NFL defenses. His ability to disrupt offensive line schemes and generate pressure from the middle aligns with the Bills' defensive philosophy, which emphasizes aggressive, multiple front looks and versatile blitzing schemes. Offensively, the Bills have been one of the most prolific teams in recent years, ranking top 5 in points scored and yards gained. Josh Allen's dual-threat ability makes their offense unpredictable, combining a strong passing game with a powerful rushing attack led by players like James Cook and the versatile Khalil Shakir. However, to push for a Super Bowl, they need to complement their offensive firepower with a more resilient and disruptive defense, especially in the playoffs where every possession counts. Simmons's insertion into the defensive line could be the catalyst that transforms the Bills into a complete team capable of closing out tight games. Players mentioned: deep profiles and impact asterisk Jeffrey Simmons. Standing 6'4", 305 pounds, Simmons is a physical specimen with exceptional agility and strength. Coming out of Mississippi State in 2019, he was considered one of the most disruptive interior linemen in the draft. Since entering the league, he has consistently improved his technique and football IQ. His quick first step, combined with a relentless motor, allows him to penetrate offensive lines and collapse pockets. His ability to shed blocks and pursue the quarterback makes him a nightmare for offenses. In 2022, Simmons earned his first Pro Bowl nod and was named a first-team All-Pro. His 10-5 sacks that season set a career high, and his presence was felt in every game. His 2023 campaign continued to showcase his durability and dominance, especially in third-down situations. His leadership in the locker room and work ethic have been praised by teammates and coaches alike. Ed Oliver, the Bills' current interior defensive tackle Ed Oliver, has shown flashes of brilliance but has struggled with consistency. In 2023, Oliver recorded 4 sacks and 35 tackles, often drawing double teams that open opportunities for Simmons or Rousseau. Simmons' arrival would not only upgrade the interior pass rush, but also push Oliver to elevate his game, creating a more formidable front. Josh Allen, the franchise quarterback known for his arm strength, mobility, and leadership, has been the face of the Bills since 2018. His stats include over 0 passing yards, 160 passing touchdowns, and a career passer rating of 92. 1. Allen's ability to extend plays and make big throws under pressure has been pivotal for the Bills' success. However, his offensive line has faced challenges, especially in pass protection, which is why adding a disruptive force like Simmons could help Allen feel more comfortable in the pocket, reducing turnovers and increasing scoring opportunities. Stefon Diggs, one of the league's top wide receivers, Diggs has been Allen's favorite target, with over 400 receiving yards in 2023. His route running, hands, and ability to make contested catches make him a constant threat. A stronger defense means more opportunities for Diggs to operate with less pressure and more space to create big plays. Historical context and franchise trajectory, the Bills have experienced a renaissance in the 2010s and early 2020s, driven by a strong core of players and innovative coaching. Their deep playoff runs in 2020 and 2021, including a trip to the AFC Championship, cemented their status as contenders. However, they fell short of the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl, and have been hungry to close that chapter. The AFC East has historically been competitive, dominated by the Patriots for 2 decades, followed by the rise of the Bills, Dolphins, and Jets. The division has become increasingly competitive, with teams investing heavily in talent and coaching. The Dolphins, with their innovative offense led by Tua Tagovailoa and speedsters like Tyreek Hill, have posed a constant threat. The Jets, with Aaron Rodgers or a developing Zach Wilson, are also a formidable obstacle. The Bills' potential acquisition of Simmons signifies their intent to build a team capable of not just competing but dominating. It's a statement move, emphasizing their commitment to excellence and their desire to establish a defensive identity that can match, if not surpass, the best in the league. Expectations and future outlook asterisk. If the trade for Simmons materializes, the immediate expectation is a boost in the Bills' defensive metrics and overall team confidence. Defensive coordinator Sean McDermott's schemes would become even more aggressive and versatile. Opponents would need to account for Simmons's interior disruption, which could open up opportunities for edge rushers like Rousseau, Boogie Basham, and Greg Rousseau to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. The playoff picture for the Bills looks increasingly promising. With a top-tier defense, they could potentially topple the Chiefs, Bengals, or Ravens in high-stakes matchups. Their offensive firepower, combined with a stronger defense, would give them a balanced approach to contend deep into January. The AFC's top teams are stacked, but Buffalo's ability to adapt and improve on defense could be the difference maker. Looking further ahead, the Bills are in a prime position to maintain their competitive window through the next several seasons. Josh Allen, still in his prime, will benefit from having a dominant defensive line to complement his play style. The front office has shown a willingness to invest and take calculated risks, which bodes well for their future ambitions. Deep analytical insights. Beyond the surface, the potential addition of Simmons isn't just about stats. It's about scheme fit and psychological impact. Simmons' disruptive presence forces offenses to alter their blocking schemes, often leading to mistakes or negative plays. His ability to win against double teams means that offensive lines must dedicate extra resources, freeing up other pass rushers or linebackers to make plays. Moreover, Simmons' leadership qualities and veteran presence would be invaluable in the locker room. Teams often rally around players who demonstrate professionalism, work ethic, and passion, qualities Simmons exhibits. His experience in high-pressure playoff games, including recent deep postseason runs with Tennessee, would add a layer of mental toughness to the Bills' defense. From a game theory perspective, acquiring Simmons would force opponents to game plan differently. Teams might shift their focus to double-teaming him, which could create one-on-one opportunities elsewhere on the line or in coverage. This strategic advantage could translate into more sacks, turnovers, and forced punts. The broader NFL landscape and competitive dynamics asterisk the NFL is constantly evolving, with teams adjusting their strategies based on personnel and league trends. The recent emphasis on interior pressure and versatile defensive linemen has made Simmons' skill set highly valuable. Teams that excel at interior disruption tend to have a significant edge in both the run game and pass rush. The AFC in particular is deep and talented, with teams like the Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens, Dolphins, and Jets all vying for supremacy. The Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, remain a perennial threat, but their offensive line has shown vulnerabilities, especially in pass protection. The Bengals, with Joe Burrow and a talented receiving corps, also pose a significant challenge. The Ravens, with their run-heavy attack and dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson, require defenses capable of stopping the run and containing mobile quarterbacks. In this context, the Bills' pursuit of Simmons is a strategic move to elevate their defense into the league's elite. By doing so, Buffalo aims to not only compete, but also to set the tone in the AFC for years to come. It's a move that could ultimately determine playoff seeding, home field advantage, and most importantly, Super Bowl opportunities. Players and their future trajectories. Jeffrey Simmons. As he enters his prime, Simmons' trajectory points toward becoming one of the league's most dominant interior linemen. His combination of power, quickness, and football intelligence makes him a candidate for multiple All-Pro honors in the coming years. His leadership and consistency will be crucial for the Bills' defensive identity. Josh Allen. Already considered one of the league's top quarterbacks, Allen's future remains bright. His ability to extend plays and make explosive throws keeps the Bills' offense dangerous. With a stronger defense, Allen's risk-taking might decrease, leading to fewer turnovers and more sustained drives. Stefon Diggs. As one of the most reliable receivers in the league, Diggs continues to elevate his game. His chemistry with Allen is among the best in the NFL, and his route-running prowess makes him a matchup nightmare. Future contract extensions and leadership roles are likely on the horizon. The conclusion. A turning point for Buffalo asterisk. In summary, the potential trade for Jeffrey Simmons represents a pivotal moment for the Buffalo Bills. It's a move rooted in strategic foresight, aiming to push the team into an exclusive league of elite defenses. Simmons' proven track record of disrupting offenses, combined with his age and contract status, makes him an ideal target for a team with Super Bowl ambitions. This move, if completed, could redefine the Bills' defensive identity, elevate their playoff chances, and establish them as true contenders for years to come. It's an exciting time for Bills fans who have watched their team come so close and now have the opportunity to witness a new chapter of dominance. As we continue to monitor the situation, one thing is certain: the NFL offseason just got even more intriguing. The Bills are making bold moves, and the league is taking notice. Fans should prepare for a thrilling ride ahead, full of strategic moves, game-changing talent, and the relentless pursuit of greatness that defines the Buffalo Bills. Character count: 10, 137 characters.